the show where I analyze people's Goodreads and recommend them a book I think they will love. Today we are starting with fellow booktuber Sarah Sunbeemz. She is from Canada, has rated 255 books with an average rating of 3.86. She is currently reading The Darkest Place in the Forest by Holly Black and Illuminae by Amy Kaufman, which by the way is incredible. If you have not read it, you really should. She is a big fan of Alexandra Bracken's The Darkest Minds YA books. She loves Divergent, Daughter of Smoke and Bone, The Mortal Instruments, which she called so amazing, the Luck series, which she called so good, and also said she was really happy it didn't turn out to be a bad teen romance kind of thing. She really liked Shatter Me, calling the plot intriguing. She really liked Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, calling the pictures gorgeous. She really seems to like a lot of really fantastical YA. But she also likes some contemporary YA, like John Green's Fault in Our Stars, Anna and the French Kiss, though she says she thinks Anna and Etienne are morally awful people, but that she still inexplicably loved the book. She loves Dracula, and also really likes Interview with a Vampire and Frankenstein, which she says is an amazing classic. She really did not like The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and she did not like If I Stay, saying she did not connect with the characters, which this is an assessment which I actually agree with. Okay, so I think I'm going to stay in the realm of fantastical YA and find something that she has not read before. And that is going to be one of my favorite books, Poison Study by Maria V. Snyder. Sarah, this is a soaring fantasy about a girl whose job it is to taste test for poison. It's a great story. The poison side of things is actually really fascinating, and the love story is unusual, but one of my favorites. God, I really need to read this book again myself. Alright, my final victim for the day is Booktubing Amy. She has rated 267 books with an average rating of 3.96. Her favorite genre is romance. I do not get the opportunity to recommend many romance books here on the Goodreads Psychic, so let's dive right in. She loves Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover, not so much for the story though, but for the writing style. She really liked Born of the Night, the first book in the League series by Sherilyn Kenyon, saying she did not like it at first, but the characters won her over. This is one of my favorite series, so I quite agree. She also really liked the first book in the Elder Races series by Thea Harrison. I agree this is a really great book, but she did not really like book 2, and I also agree on that. It is not as good as the first one. Amy, I do encourage you to read more into the series though. Some books are just okay, but there are some absolute gems like book 4, Oracle's Moon, which is one of my all-time favorites. She loves the Black Dagger Brotherhood, which is a series I'm personally a little hit or miss on, but she's head over heels for it, especially the second book, Lover Eternal, which she loves so much she read it twice, which she says she never does. She, like me, is a big fan of the London Steampunk series. I know, you might be like, steampunk, really? But these are really well written and are really kind of the only steampunk books that are, so try them out. One thing to note about Amy, she's not a big fan of the cliffhanger ending. She got pretty mad at the ending of JLA's White Hot Kiss, so I am taking note of that. She also did not like Twilight. She thought Jacob by Jacqueline Frank was okay, but not great. And she really did not like the first book in the Alpha and Omega series by Patricia Briggs. And maybe that's because she may have done what I did and did not read the prequel novella, which is really not a prequel novella, but it's like the first part of the first book. If you do not read it, nothing makes sense. It's like skipping the first 100 pages of a book. I don't understand why she did that. Just make it book 1 or part of book 1 so you don't confuse poor people like me. Anyway, we seem to share a love of the paranormal, so I dug through her list to see what she does not have on her TBR yet. And she has most things, she's very thorough, but I found something that she does not have yet, and also happens to be one of my favorite paranormal series, and has one of my favorite hyperactive characters paired with a deliciously supportive male lead, and that is the Charlie Davidson series by Dorinda Jones. Charlie is half Grim Reaper, half private detective, and all the books have her dealing with the supernatural, all while solving real-world cases. The writing is clever, the characters are fun, and the stories are engaging. Amy, this will be a great series to add to your repertoire. I just read book 9, and I'm eagerly awaiting the release of book 10 later this year. Alright folks, that is it for today. If you would like to be analyzed for the Goodreads Psychic and have not already been added to my list, drop your Goodreads link in the comments below and I will add you. See you all next time.